Good morning and welcome to America's Home Cooking. Today I'm making mashed potato puree. I know. Now this is a recipe how the chefs at French restaurants make theirs. They're talking about you need a tamis, but we can use a ricer or a food meal. Now the one who gave this recipe to this gentleman is George Blanc, and this is how he gets it. Now listen, this recipe has a lot of butter and heavy cream in it, but they say these potatoes are really good, and they got a surprise in them that you won't believe. And we'll put that on, and I'm not going to tell you till we do it, and then you're going to be shocked. But we need 2 pounds of russet potatoes. They want them peeled and cut into chunks, okay? Because that's what we're going to be doing right now. I'm going to get my peeler out and peel them. Now, people who have been subscribed for a while and watching me knows the one thing I don't do with potatoes is peel them. But there's a few recipes that demand that I peel them. So I'm not going to put these in the compost. I'm going to put these in my vegetables that I'm freezing. And because I'm doing that, I scrubbed these before I did it to get a lot of the dirt off because I don't want it in my stock. Well, I actually scrubbed all the dirt off and not some of it. So we're going to be peeling 2 pounds of potatoes. I am going to be using a ricer. I don't know if you have a food mill, but you can't mash these. They definitely want a ricer or a tamis, or a mill. They're very specific about that for this recipe. Okay, so you have a bruise, we'll cut you off. Okay, I'll have to get another potato out of that. We'll go in the yard. Yes, if you have food that's gone bad, vegetables and stuff, you can put them out in your garden because they're going to break down anyway in the ground. Instead of putting it in compost, just bury it. The ground and the worms will take care of it. And they'll have something to eat. get involved. We've had him many years, but he's a gem. Just don't stick your finger in his cage. He'll bite you. He doesn't like people interfering with his home. When I clean it, I say, look, I gotta get in here because I gotta clean it. So he leaves his mouth open at me. Ah! Right? Ready to bite. And he's real good at getting the cuticles right in the corner there, man. He's really good. He knows exactly where to go to get your finger out of the cage. McCall. Oh my God. If he was here, he would be screaming louder. I could be screaming. He'll outdo me. You wouldn't hear anything except him. I'm just pulling knives out today. Okay, give me a moment. I have to get another potato. Okay, I peeled that last potato. Now they want us to cut it in chunks. So you're going to need heavy cream, and you're going to need 2 sticks of butter. I wasn't kidding when I said you'll be shocked how these are put together. They'll be good. Those little steaks came out really nice. They smell so good. Now you're going to fill your pot up with cold water 1 inch above the potatoes. You don't need a lot of water, just 1 inch above them. You're going to bring it to a boil till they're done. Now if you want to add salt at this point, you can. I'm not. I'll add it later. I'm not going to need this one. get these potatoes boiled, and just when they're done, I'll be back. Okay, the potatoes are done. Now I'll explain why I will not add salt when I'm boiling my potatoes. I'm going to collect the potato water, and what I use it for is breads and rolls and stuff like that. So I don't want the added salt, because then when I go to make the bread, I won't know how to compensate for the salt. So I don't salt my potatoes. So see, there's really no waste of potatoes either if you use the peels for your stalks, and you also sit there and use the potato water. You just don't have a lot of waste. So this will go on the side. Ooh, I'll put it in the refrigerator, and when I make some bread, I will use it. And believe you me, yeast loves potato water. I use potato water, it takes off much faster than it normally does. Now they want us to, we're going to put them over a heat to dry, and you're stirring the potatoes until they are floury and have made a film on the bottom of the pot. And that will dry them out so you won't have, because we're putting a lot of liquid in here. I'll be right back. Dry the potatoes out, which is really, really nice. I know, you're probably saying, oh, it's made just like potatoes. No, these are a little different. I'm going to put the cookbook by you, so I'm going to have to push you back just a little so I can put it here. Sorry about that. Okay, we're going to need a bowl. We're getting ready to use the ricer. Now this is a ricer. It's big, all right? It's almost like a garlic press, except much larger. And the one I have is Zule. Okay. And this isn't going to mash the potatoes. It's actually going to make them more fluffy. Let me take these off. Put them in my book. Bigger spoon for this to make it easier for me. I will be using that. Come back here, potato. ones aren't that big. Well, if you want to be strong in your arms, rice will definitely do it. I have given you so many mashed potato recipes. The only one I haven't given you is roasted garlic mashed potatoes. And somebody gave me that recipe. It wasn't in the cookbook. Might be in one of the other cookbooks, but like I said, I have 200 cookbooks, so believe you me, I can get lost in my books. Now that we've done this, what do they want me to do? I should say what they want us to do. All right, they want us to put the potatoes back in the pan under a low heat and start adding the butter and beating the butter and the potatoes as they're heating up. And they said to use low flame, which I can do. Now this is a stick and a half of butter that we are putting in here. I'm making a mess again. So there's going to be a lot of butter in this, and we've still got heavy cream and other stuff to add to it. So we're going to be busy keeping the potatoes from burning and allowing the butter to melt. This is where I'm going to start adding my salt, but I'm using my salt mixture this time. Butter melts, the potatoes will be easier to stir. I would love to make some potato bits with some of these potato recipes that I have, instead of just using regular potato mixtures that most people make. I would love to try these. Notice the potatoes will not be sticking on the bottom. You have it on a low flame. Now when the butter's melted, we're going to be cream in next. I told you this is really an interesting one. Oh my God, I can't believe the texture of this. You might need more heavy cream than I realize. What? Dang. I don't have an arm yet. I'm just trying to see if the butter's all melted. Okay, now you're going to add 1/4 of a cup of heavy cream. We'll decide if we need the other 1/4. When am I going to add the other thing in? Okay, you're going to need another 1/4 of a cup of heavy cream. They want me to beat this. They want another 1/4, 3/4. We're actually going to add another 1/4, which will add up to 3/4 of heavy cream in this, not counting a stick and a half of butter. Now we're done with that. I still have the heat on. When you take it off, you'll be adding the last ingredient. You're probably saying, what in the name of God could that be? Oh. Okay, we're going to take it off the flame now. Definitely. I can't add the kelp now, so I have to add the other. Or we'll have lumps of it in there. So I'll add this one next. I would add the kelp if it was, or I could mix it, but it's harder to mix in this mixture at this stage of the game. And that's why I'm going to plain iodized salt. Sorry, I need a lot of salt. Here's the ingredient. We're adding nutmeg. You're saying, say what? Yes, nutmeg. Let's see how much. It doesn't tell you how much, but we're going to be adding nutmeg to it. So you're going to just stir it, put some nutmeg in it and stir it until you get it where you want. Would you have thought of putting nutmeg in it? I wouldn't have. At least I can be honest about it and say I would never in a million years thought about adding nutmeg. So I guess I'm going to be the guinea pig, right? delicious. Oh my God. I add a little more. That's good. This is really good. That salt and nutmeg for flavoring, because it doesn't say pepper. It's specific that there's no pepper in these, just salt and nutmeg. Heavy cream and a lot of butter. Well, I should say a lot of heavy cream and butter. Oh my God. You are going to have to try this. This is the taste in the back of your mouth, you know, as you swallow, leaves a nice taste. I am not lying. This is really good. Let me put it in here. No, I really don't need that. I have to be honest with you, I did not think nutmeg would go nice with this. It goes very nice. Don't get carried away with the nutmeg because the salt and the nutmeg will give a unique taste. I'm sorry. When something is good, I'm definitely going to tell you this is really good. Take care. And listen, enjoy your day. I think we're getting rain today. Anyway, take care. Bye-bye.